Hey, what's going on, everybody? Like Butter here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a OBS tutorial on how to delay your Elgato or whatever you use to record in either an Xbox or a PlayStation game, even Wii U. I'm here to basically just explain why some of these delays are necessary. I was just in a stream, one of my buddies, Jay Pommy, he's been a long time, subscriber, follower, supporter of my live stream, so I thought I would help him out a little bit. And in the process, I've seen so many questions about this that I'm just going to be here just to explain everything to you and why it's necessary to put a delay on your Elgato so that your webcam and your audio can be lined up with the gameplay. And what I'm also going to show you is how to line up everything so that everything is in sync, even if you're talking to people on Skype. So here you go. This is 32-bit OBS is what you usually want to use, especially for Xbox, because I believe if you use the 64-bit, which is mostly for streaming computer games, that's just like not able to use. I don't think the Elgato can even handle the 64-bit. So you want to have 32-bit open broadcast software. That's the version I have, all that good stuff. So I'm going to show you my scene for Xbox, which is actually Xbox 2. Let me get my webcam over here because you guys are going to be able to see me since I'm doing this tutorial. I'm going to be showing you guys basically everything. Here we go. All right, I put it in front of me just in case the webcam comes up and I don't look like an idiot and you guys are looking at the back of my head while I'm doing commentary. But here's the settings. So think about it like this, right? Since the Elgato takes time, since you're running your cable from your Xbox to your Elgato and then from your Elgato into your PC and into your TV. So technically, it's going to take more time for it to go from your Xbox to your TV, whereas if you are streaming a computer game, it's already on your computer, so it's instant. Well, here, unfortunately, there's about a 1500 millisecond delay with an Elgato, and the same thing goes for with the PVR, but I'm going to be showing you mostly the Elgato and what I do to kind of sync everything up. So, first things first, all those settings are pretty self-explanatory. But here is one thing that I do personally, just because it works better for me. I have my mic sync offset to 200 milliseconds, which you wouldn't think really makes a difference because that's 0.2 seconds. But it actually does for me because my webcam takes a little bit of time to get sent into OBS. So that just lines up my voice better, in my opinion. So right here where it says scene buffering time, for your default settings, you're most likely going to have something like 400. Now this is basically the time period it takes for, it's basically a window of time where OBS can kind of catch up with everything that's going on when you're streaming it. So in order for you to have a 400 millisecond delay, that means that when you're streaming, there's going to be a 400 millisecond delay on everything. That's just a natural. It's just natural. In order to do this, you have to actually bump this up to 2000 milliseconds, which is about 2 seconds. And what that's going to do is it's going to give you a little bit of time to be able to set your delays properly. Now, here's what you need to do. You need to go down to audio, make sure this is checked for forced desktop audio to use video timestamps. I don't even really know what that means, but I've just had it checked since I've started streaming. Global audio sync offset, 1500 milliseconds. What this is going to do is it's going to push everything, every bit of audio, whether it be gameplay audio, audio from the Elgato, audio from Skype, audio from everything. Excuse me, not the Elgato. Well, technically, yes, it's going to push the Elgato as well, but I'll show you how you fix that. So it's pushing all of the audio back 1500 milliseconds so that it's lined up. When you're streaming, it's lined up with your Elgato screen, because you remember, it's 1500 millisecond delay. So how to kind of fix that is what the heck? All right, anyways, that doesn't matter. Do you like to save your changes? Yes, sure. Okay, I didn't really change anything. I'm not sure why it's telling me to save my changes, but okay. So in here in my Xbox sources, you know, I got like, you know, my donation pop-ups, sub goal, all that stuff is pretty self-explanatory. But here, your webcam. Now this is very important. You're going to go into your properties and you're going to go to your webcam. When this loads, I'm not sure why it's not loading. Okay, so you got your webcam up here. Now you want to use buffering 1500 milliseconds. Now this is going to delay your webcam audio. Excuse me, your webcam. It's going to delay your webcam so that it's lined up with your audio. Remember when we pushed all of the audio back 1500 milliseconds? Well, this is going to line up your webcam with that. So this, you can also like adjust this a little bit. Like if it's a little bit off, you can try like 1700 or 1800. Maybe you have a little bit slower computer where the delay is bigger. You can adjust all of that depending on it. But for the most part, it's usually going to be around 1500 milliseconds. So that's going to delay your webcam. I have my webcam as a global source. So like I can go in the global source here, go to properties, and it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be 1500. That basically just delays it for all my scenes in case I'm using multiple scenes for Xbox, which really doesn't make too much of a difference. But this is super, super, super important. You're going to go into, you know, you could go to global sources or here. It doesn't matter. I think it's just the same thing. You're going to go down to your Elgato and you're going to go to properties. Now, if you don't put this delay on, the audio is going to be 1500 milliseconds behind your gameplay. Because don't forget, we pushed everything back, including the Skype audio, everything. So by having 2000 milliseconds of buffering time, you can actually set your audio sync offset to negative 1500 milliseconds. This is going to line up, because remember, we're delaying all of the audio, right? But since we're all going to be caught up with where the Elgato video is, you don't want to delay the audio of the Elgato. You want the audio of the Elgato to be where it was. So you're actually going to put it to negative 1500 milliseconds. You're going to click OK, and everything should be lined up. So there's three things you have to remember. Ready? Go into your settings. Go to advanced. Make sure scene buffering time is on 2000 milliseconds. Make sure that your global audio sync is at 1500. Then you're going to go into your global sources where you have your webcam and your Elgato. And you're going to go to properties. Make sure that your webcam has a buffering of 1500. And make sure that your Elgato has a buffering of negative 1500. And you're good to go. Everything should be lined up from there on out. I hope I explained it well enough. You know, it's kind of hard for me to sit here and explain it to you guys, but I think if you just realize that since your Elgato is behind, you can't go back in time. So what you have to do is kind of push back everything else, if that makes any sense. So if you guys enjoyed this tutorial, make sure to drop a like. I've seen so many like streamers streaming Gears of War 3 or Halo and not having their webcam lined up with their audio, not really understand how you can have Skype lined up. Because remember, if you delay your audio because you have to delay it to line it up with your gameplay, it's not gonna push back Skype, and everything's gonna be, people are gonna be talking over each other and stuff. So, you know, this is just to let you guys know how it works. I haven't really seen too many tutorials on it, so I thought I would make one myself. If you guys have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comment section below. Like I said, I'd really appreciate a like. It's kind of hard to see the like button these days. You actually have to go down and click the thumbs up, which is underneath the video, but it's no longer a button. It's kind of just a thumb with a number next to it. So I would greatly appreciate that. I love you guys. Thank you so much for all the support, and I will talk to you guys very, very, very soon. Peace out, everyone.